wormlings. I have, there's a reason for all of this. Because the book I'm talking about this time is The Baby Dragon Cafe. And, this is the only one in this that I've read so far. Is this one? Actually, funny enough, this is a third-person POV. Yeah, you follow two separate characters, obviously the male and the female leads, but this is a third-person POV, and you know, it's funny and not funny. I recently finished this, and I don't remember if there was any smut, if there was a sex scene. Probably because I wasn't paying attention. I just wanted the cute little. I'm just here for the baby dragon. Funny, and it's the dragon described is technically an ender dragon, black scales and purple eyes. So I'm a little disappointed that it's not on the cover. It could have easily have been one of these two, but the cover artists, I guess, didn't. I'm not saying that this is bad cover art. It's actually, oh, there goes little. But yeah, it missed opportunity. Cute cover art, but just the missed opportunity of making one of the little dragons black with purple eyes to match the main dragon. And there goes Toothless. Can you tell one of my favorite series is? But yeah, missed opportunity. But this one, I want to say again, I'm probably gonna talk myself into giving it a 5-star because I do recommend this one. And I mean, the back of the book basically it's pretty. Do I want to spoil or not spoil? Fair warning, we might get spoilers in this video. I try not to spoil in my rambles, but no promises. Anyways, the premise of the book is you have your female lead who runs a cafe that allows for baby dragons. Because in this setting, in this universe, baby dragons are basically like toddlers who can spit fire. And a lot of stores and restaurants and everything don't really let them in because unlike things like service dogs, you really cannot train them to behave. Like, you can train them to behave, but they're like more like human toddlers in terms of, you know, accidents happen, they get a little excited, and they can breathe fire. There are also griffins and chimeras in this universe. I'm probably sure there's phoenixes, but I do remember for sure, I think chimeras and griffins are another race, you know, they're standard rate like creatures. It's not like oh my god, magic, like dragons exist. No, like they've existed and have lived alongside humans for quite a while. So the main female character loves dragons, but isn't from one of those old rich families that have been breeding and training and taking care of dragons for millennia. There's like 4, they call them Draken families, and the Draken families are like this uber rich, super snotty. You have to be like raised among dragons to really be considered one of them and all of that. And obviously she's not one of them, but she loves them anyways, which is why she set up the cafe, so she can be surrounded by dragons while not just because she, you know, she technically doesn't have a bonded dragon partner. She can't because she's not one of the families. And then the male lead is actually from one of those families, but he is socially awkward, never really wanted to go into basically the family business, which is essentially illegal dragon racing. So he never really got himself a dragon. He was happy to let his older brother be the one to be the face of the family, because his older brother was the more sociable one, the more one who was the favorite. We learn later on that even though he is basically the black sheep of the family, they do love him. They try their best to do good for him. He's just an anxious ball of nerves. That's all I had to say. He's not broody because of some dog back. No, he's broody because he doesn't know how to interact with other people, and he's socially awkward, and just rather be in his garden with his plants. And so yeah, there's the sunshine extrovert and the quiet introvert. That's that trope here. I do have a question for anybody who's read more of the newer stuff and a little more. Yes, I may be well read, but I'm branching out of some of the my normal genres. But either way, here's a question for all of you. Are there any books in which the sunshine is the male and the brooding one is the female? I'm kind of curious. Sex scenes are not they can be in the book. They don't have to be in the book, and I would prefer third person point of view, even with the bouncing. First person point of view, dual first person point of view is. I'm currently reading a book right now that's doing that, and I am sitting on the fence of DNFing it. I like the idea of the world that this is creating. It's just the dual POVs, first person POVs. One of them, though, I will admit, one of them does kind of work for me, getting into this character's first person POV. The other one, I could do without. Either way, again, getting off topic. Hi, this is a ramble. Baby Dragon Cafe. Yeah, it's definitely a recommendation. I know there's at least 2 more books in the series. There might be more coming. I don't know. Yes, I will be picking them up. Not anytime soon. We'll see. If I can get a hold of audio versions of them. Yeah, this is also a library copy. Because, again, support your local libraries. So the reason why the 2 of them are getting together, I should actually put that apart, is because the male's baby dragon, i.e. the Ender Dragon, is a handful. And he has because he never really got into the dragon aspect of his family business, he really has no idea how to take care of his baby dragon. But the baby dragon is technically the only thing he has left of his brother, the older son, who unfortunately passed away prior to the events of the story. And he was just going to let the egg be because, magic dragons, they can stay in their eggs. I think Eragon, the book series Eragon, was actually pretty instrumental in doing this whole thing of dragon eggs can be unhatched for eons and eons and eons and eons and not be incubated for for so long, and yet once something you can still keep them technically alive and have them hatch later. So that's kind of what the male MC wanted to do with the baby dragon egg that his brother had given him, because again, he doesn't want to go into the illegal racing, and if he hatched the dragon, he was worried that the family would force him and the dragon into doing the races, and he didn't want to do that to something that was so cute and innocent, and then just, oh my god, you want to love and kiss, and oh, yeah, the girl is just babying the dragon. When the actual plot starts to happen, I mean, it happens pretty quickly. The whole thing is he can't, since he can't really focus on training and wasn't really interested in making that kind of bond between the dragon and him, he hires the female MC to help train his dragon. Yes, how to train your dragon. and you know, she's just like, oh my god, yes, I would love to. I've always wanted to do this. This is the whole reason I set up this cafe, so I can just baby on the baby dragons and, you know, obviously train them. So it's there's more to it, but that's essentially the plot of the book. It's just the two of them bonding over, you know, one, he absolutely loves his baby dragon. That is out of the question. He just doesn't know how to, you know, because he is an awkward, socially awkward. I want to say dingbat, but he actually isn't a dingbat. He's very smart. He's just socially awkward. He's a socially awkward bundle of nerves. And but he does care for the little baby dragon. And she's just, you know, the sunshine of the group, who is, you know, spoiling the baby dragon run. I mean, within reason. She actually does great with training them. So yeah, there's it's actually it's a cozy read, because the stakes are, there are some things that happen, but a lot of the choices that are made, and a lot of the I'm trying to think of the word, but I can't. I think the main climax is only just because she, the main character, wanted to do something more to prove to herself than to prove to the rest of the world. And yeah, that was like, that's the only instance of miscommunication at all in the book. And even then, it's I don't, it's handled well. It's not like, oh my god, it's a miscommunication trope. No, she just wanted to do something for herself and figured that, like, she didn't want to have him worry, even though it made him worry more. It's just, either way, very cozy read, not high stakes. The grumpy happy pairing, baby dragons, adorable dragons. Oh god, the dragons. There's a fun cast of crew, and when I read the blurbs for the other books, they show up. Like, the next book has to do with the baker that shows up in this book, and the cafe's second in command, who is only really there to have a job while she studies to be a dragon, chimera, griffin, you know, one of those kind of vets. So that's the next pairing. And then the third book is another pairing. You meet one of the characters a few times in this book, and then the other one from that has only really shown up once in this book. I wonder if he'll show up in the second one a little more to lead up to the third book. But for now, this is definitely a hard recommendation. If you like, you know, cozy romances, low stakes. Again, there might be one sex scene. I don't remember. I know there was one that was slightly interrupted. But if, like, God, I think there's at least one sex scene in there, and honestly, that really does not turn me off. Yeah, I don't remember it because I don't focus on that stuff when I'm looking for a book, and it's not really the main point of the book. The main point of the book is the actual learning to the dating, I should say, and it's obviously in the dragons. And obviously the dragons. I don't know if my microphone picked that up. So yeah, no, this one's a recommendation. Would I purchase a copy for myself though? No, no, I don't think I'll put this. I'll buy a copy of these. Don't think I'll reread. Despite the fact that I'm gonna give this like a 5 star, I don't think I'll reread. So, but yeah, this is a recommendation. I do enjoyed it. So now we're gonna have all my little baby. No, just kidding. My Toothless, this little guy, my Ender Dragon, and I didn't show you this one, but this little angry thing. We're all gonna say goodbye, and we'll see you in the Horde. We'll see you next time in the Horde. I kind of like that. I still have to workshop the opening, but how do you? I think see you next time in the Horde works. Anyways, bye.